Good morning, YouTube. So I just got back from class today, and I still have a class later in the day, but currently, rather than actually doing something productive with my life, I am filming a dorm tour because, honestly, why not? So yeah, this is kind of unprepared. I did have some things planned out, but obviously this is me in my natural state, not all dolled up for all you guys. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and let's get to it. Oh, by the way, both of my roommates are currently gone. I don't know when they'll come back. If there's a weird cut in the middle of the video, that's probably why. And I'm not showing any of their stuff because, frankly, that is their stuff, and I don't think I have the authority to show that. So I'll be showing, like, everything that's mine, I guess, and just, like, the general setup of the room. Alright, just very quickly, I'm gonna do a once-over of the room and just, like, show you how all of it looks. So I actually live in a two-room triple, so that door is the door to the other room and the half bath. However, that is also my roommate's room, so I am not sharing any of that. I am only sharing my space, which is pretty much this, and this closet over here, and I guess this mantle, and just whatever is in this room that I actually bought or have control over. That's what I'm showing right now. This is my roommate's stuff, so like I'm just gonna like show you that, and I guess there's the radiator over there. It looks mad cute. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but point is, this is just generally an overview of the space that I spend most of my time in. Alright, so I'm going to start over here in this area where you first walk in. I have a lot of command hooks just everywhere, and we have these several bookshelves that we kind of ended up using as shoe racks. So that bottom one is mine. I have a lot of shoes, shoe cleaner. There are my boots, my sandals, and two of my jackets. One of these jackets is my daily one, this one right here, and the other one is my ski/snowboard jacket. Even though I don't snowboard, I don't know why I said that, but point is, I wear this pretty much like whenever this jacket is dirty, and also if I'm going to the skiway because it's less bulky. So there's another command hook over there, and this is where I keep my shower stuff, I guess. There's a light switch, I don't know why that's relevant, and now we're walking into the rest of the room. Right here, there's a trash can. Again, I don't know why I'm showing you this. Why is this relevant? And there's a mirror. Say hi, everyone. Wow. Look. And also, I keep my ukulele out and like on a hook because I really hate having to take out instruments and like set everything up just when I want to play them. And my ukulele is a big stress reliever. There's a capo. I don't know why that's relevant, once again. And I just keep it on here so that I could just like pull it off the wall and start playing. Alright, now into the main room itself. So we bunked our beds, which is honestly something that we didn't consider until like week 7 of the term, and it solves so many of our problems. So highly recommend bunking your beds. My bed is the one on the bottom right there, and we have like a little bit of storage space under where I keep like suitcases and just random stuff, like pretty much suitcases and slippers. Oh yeah, like look at my slippers right there, and my slippers over there. And basically, I'm Asian, so I need to have house slippers. So these are like my clean slippers that I wear for inside the dorm, of course. So yeah, I sleep on this bottom bunk. And one thing I also recommend too is just having these lamps that can clip to your bed frame, because at night, like my roommate and I don't really sleep at the same time. He sleeps way earlier than me. So having this is really good if I want to like do some reading or do some work in bed, but don't want to like work downstairs or something like that. Wait, let me show it. Alright, hold up. Okay, so look at this. Boom, light, boom, light, brighter light, heck yeah. And like since my roommate's sleeping above me, he doesn't really like have exposure to this light. And he has one too. So the way that we were able to like connect these, we have a power strip that's connected to another outlet over there. So yeah, power strips, definitely necessary. I also wanted to like put a daylight alarm clock that like wakes you up with daylight, but so far like it hasn't been super dark during the day. Like we've been getting solid amounts of daylight, so I don't know if I'll actually need it. So the awkward thing about my bed right now is that like it's right next to the radiator, and like under that, hold up. Under these bed sheets are like a radiator that's on, so that might be a fire hazard. But you know what? My building hasn't burned down yet, so I guess it's fine. And behind the bed are my laundry hampers and a guitar that I bought from a graduating senior. I haven't played it yet. Well, I actually have, but I haven't had much of a time to like learn a new instrument in college because obviously I'm busy. So yeah, it's kind of just sitting there. Not real. Like, eventually I'll play it. But you know what? That's what everyone says. Alright, now we're gonna move into the desk area. So, Next to my desk are just like random stuff I keep on the floor. Like usually my bags, for example, that's a stabilizer, like you know those camera gimbals that they use to like actually stabilize things and it makes the video super smooth. That's that. I haven't used it yet, but I bought it because of YouTube money, so that's a good investment, I guess, and I need to learn how to use it. So that's my camera bag, that's my regular bag, and that's a humidifier because it gets dry in the room, and sometimes like when you're sick, it doesn't help to be coughing all the time. So yeah. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is that because my roommate is above me, like in terms of where we're on our beds and where we sleep, sometimes in the mornings I'll just see him like mentally preparing to jump off his bed. It's not that big of a drop and he's pretty tall, so he could just like slide off and like not really hurt his feet. But sometimes in the morning I'll just be sitting in bed and then all of a sudden I see like feet dangling, and like I can see that he's like mentally preparing himself to like jump off and onto the floor. So that's always a funny sight to see. Two of my friends live in the room down below us, and like the funny thing about that is they kept thinking that someone would always fall out of their bed every morning. And when I told them that it was just my roommate like jumping off, they were like, oh, we got a little bit worried. And now I think we'll go into like other parts of the room that I don't have to open things yet. So, all right, mantle. So on this mantle we have, first of all, two posters up there because this room is bare as heck, and my roommate decided to bring posters from wherever he lives because I am being very vague about him right now. And yeah, it adds a little pop of color into the room, but obviously it's not much. I mean, this is a guy's bedroom. I guess there's not really like an expectation for us to be super ornately decorated. But yeah, then there's a flag from North Park, which is the housing system that this dorm is a part of, and also just random stuff on my mantle. So yeah, this is like a phone charger, like a portable charger. I don't know why this is here. A funnel. This is such a good investment because, wait, I need to show you guys. I have this Nalgene that has a smaller like cap on top, so whenever I used to like pour water from the Beretta filter, it would always spill. So now that I have this funnel, it's honestly been such a good investment. So highly recommend getting a funnel from like a supermarket or something just to like help you fill cups or like fill Nalgenes or whatever. This is a Beretta filter, obviously. Dorm must have because I love my filtered water, and we are trying to save the environment and not buying plastic water bottles here. As evidenced by that recycling bin that is currently empty because I just emptied it. Yeah, I am so sustainable. So yeah, there's that Beretta filter. That's an Nalgene that we used to like refill everything, I guess, because oddly enough, Beretta filters don't fit in bathroom sinks. So I'd have to like walk down to the kitchen if I wanted to fill like the Beretta filter directly. So I just like reserved a Nalgene to just fill that Beretta. And tissues because of course, people get sick. And okay, so our room actually has a fireplace, but fun fact about Dartmouth and fire is that the school has a very weird relationship with fire. I think these fireplaces got covered up. Like if you look inside the chimney, you can't really like have smoke go up, but clearly it's been used in the past. And like these were covered up, I believe, in the early 2000s just because of fire hazard. Like there's that look at that warning. So obviously there's history with that. And also like one of our buildings burned down because of a hibachi grill, and I guess they're like trying to prevent any more instances of that happening. But then again, they also covered these fireplaces up before that building burned down. Yeah, this school has a really weird relationship with fire. Obviously, you guys know about the homecoming bonfire, I guess. Like, I have a whole video on it linked in the top right corner, and yeah, please check that out. However, like, I guess we venerate fire, but at the same time, we fear it a lot. So right now, this fireplace isn't really good for anything, except that's where we put our fan, because I guess that's what we do. Alright, into the rest of the room. So initially, like before we bunked our beds, there was a bed literally right in the middle of the room, so there was like no space at all here. And then we went to Walmart, bought 2 rugs and put them next to each other and saved a ton of money. So now this is a place that we can actually like chill and hang out in. So that's a nice development. Look at these rugs. We just vacuumed. I am so proud of us, honestly. Like, it's so clean right now, and like there's no debris anywhere, and I'm really freaking happy about that. Alright, we're gonna make it to my closet. So this is my closet. I have clothes in here, and also like basically a whole pharmacy in this top shelf in addition to toiletries, which is a weird thing to like put next to each other. But I'd been sick for basically all of January, and that's why I haven't been uploading, and I have things like allergy pills and like ibuprofen and whatnot in there, and also a steamer. A steamer is a very good tool. Like, so I put a hook like right here, so if say I have a wrinkly shirt, boom, I can put it up there, use a steamer, plug it into the wall socket next to my bed and actually like steam things and get the wrinkles out. So yeah, I have a closet. I also have a dresser, but it's in the other room and I don't want to like invade that space. And I keep my hats and 2 scarves here because yes. Other things that I have in here like vitamins, skincare, and Beretta filters because I freaking love my Brettas. And yeah, so there's that, and also soap. And now we're gonna go to the bottom of my closet. So the bottom of my closet has like, if you look at the bottom of my closet, I have just a random assortment of things in here. I have like bags for going to the gym, and I have my laundry detergent, and also party cups. I have a lot of cups, and they're not for what you think I'd use. Like my dorm can confirm that I genuinely use these cups so that at the end of nights, like when people go out and come back, I have them with me so I can give people water. And anyone who lives in my building can confirm that. So yeah, I keep them with me in those cases pretty much. Like that's the main reason why I have them. And like there's gym towels and like whatever in here. I don't even know what's in here. Now we're gonna make our way to my desk. So on top of my desk right now are these bottles, like my Nalgene, because this is what I define my identity by. Thumbs up in the comments. Actually, comment down below if you hold the Nalgene by the strap, because I said in my engines class the other day that like no one does that and like people don't do this, like who does this? And then someone was like, oh, I do that, like it's because the strap breaks, and I felt bad because I called holding a Nalgene like this chaotic evil. So yeah, comment down below if you hold a Nalgene like this or like this, because I don't know who doesn't. I have my Dartmouth coffee mug because I need to carry coffee with me everywhere. And there's my wallet and key because I just got back from class. There's my tripod because I talk from my camera, I guess. What else? I have a desk lamp and also sticky notes because I love sticky notes. And the desk lamp is really helpful because at night, obviously, you can't like study at your desk all the time. And it's soft enough so that my roommate can still like sleep while I study. And yeah, so up here on like the windowsill are a gift for Secret Santa that I still haven't given to the person because I missed our initial gift exchange because I was stuck in the Philippines being sick. But yeah, it's still here. Jake, buddy, if you want to like come get it. I've seen you like twice this term, and both times I haven't had the gift with me. So yeah, please come get it. Please, I don't want to bring it to you. A spoon because who doesn't need a spoon? And I use it to like mix my coffee and creamer and stuff. And a speaker because like, you know, sometimes you just gotta jam out to music in your room. All right, next, I have a like free plant that I got from the local flower shop at the start of the year, and I'm so glad that he's made it this far. Like, I honestly didn't think this plant would. Like, I forgot to water it. Well, I didn't forget to water it. I was just not here to water it over the 6 weeks of winter break. But look at that. It's still green. It's not totally brown. That means it's still alive, right? Yeah. So our windows are actually double paned, and like, if you can see behind, there's like 2 layers of glass, but we raised it the other night because it was hot, but then forgot to bring it down so it froze. So now it's kind of cold at my desk and I can't really study here, just for the time being. I hope it unfreezes. And other things, like I have books, obviously, and more books, and pre-workout because I am very unfit, and honestly, I need caffeine to get through workouts now. So hopefully less dependence on that in the future, but who knows. All right, now we're gonna talk about things inside my desk. All right, we're gonna pull this out. These desk chairs suck. I just ordered one, and I'm gonna be moving this chair into my friend's room because they have extra room. All right, first drawer. This is honestly just like random stuff. Oh shoot, I forgot I have to do an assignment for my engineering class. Yeah, so I have a Dartmouth flag that I haven't put up, but like I have this because, you know, just in case I ever forget where I am, it happens sometimes. I plan to like decorate the room with this to just show that I clearly go to Dartmouth and I live at Dartmouth, and I need to like remind myself that whenever I'm sad, because I'm like, wow, nothing's gonna happen to me in my life. Oh my god, I'm projecting. All right, now we're gonna go into the other drawers and how I organize my life. Top drawer, scissors, my passport, lip balm, and also this is an eye mask that I use for flights. It looks like a bra, but it's really just a bra for your eyes. I have headphones. I have a lot of highlighters. Really recommend highlighters. I love highlighters. And also just a bunch of extra command hooks because you can never have enough command hooks, and also scissors because like chances are you'll be the only person with scissors. Also a stapler, must have. What else? Okay, drawer number 2. These are my coffee mugs, utensils. It's always nice to just have a set of utensils, and I also have a binder. And notebooks, but I don't really use them for anything. Now, the third drawer. Alright, so I have more plates, like plastic cups, well, like a reusable plastic cup from trips, and also some of my like film equipment I keep in here, like this. And also a ski, or like a set of ski gloves, and this big box is actually just a bunch of manila folders. I ordered them from Amazon, but they sent me like 200, so I don't know what to use them for. I only use like 3 a term. If anyone in my dorm sees this and needs manila folders, please hit me up. I have too many. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I keep in my desk. And now finally, we're gonna make our way over to the fridge. So I honestly don't really keep many things in my fridge now that I think about it. Like, there's orange juice and stuff. Y'all expected alcohol. There's nothing in here. Surprise. But yeah, there's not really much. I keep everything on top of my fridge, which is just a weird thing to do. Alright, as for things I have on top of my fridge and I feel like are essentials, instant coffee, man, this is necessary. Like, so I have obviously a kettle, an electric kettle that I use pretty often. So rather than like getting a microwave, just get instant coffee so that you can like just pour hot water into a cup and like throw some instant coffee in there, and like some dry creamer so that it doesn't go bad. And also I have things like loose leaf tea, a tea steeper, and honey. And also cough drops, because I've also been just sick in general, and sweetener. So yeah, and also these are like NyQuil and DayQuil, so like they said don't refrigerate, so I'm keeping them here now instead. But yeah, instant coffee, honestly the best purchase I've made this term. Some of you will probably be like, oh, I don't need instant coffee, I need a coffee maker because I like my coffee tasting very good, or something like that. But honestly, if you're drinking coffee for the taste in college, you have a privilege that most people don't. I drink coffee now, like, although I do love the taste of coffee, I drink coffee for function. What else are you gonna do, honestly? Like, who has the time to make good coffee? And also I have protein bars because I have been just in general struggling to make it to breakfast, because it's not far, but it's just when it's snowy or like you're rushing to class in the morning, I don't really have a reason to like walk all the way there. It's like, I realized in college that travel time is a very big thing that you have to actually factor into your day. So I just bought protein bars because that's totally a healthy replacement for a breakfast. No, it is not. Don't take that advice from me, but honestly, it's better than nothing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this dorm tour. I don't really know what else to say because I don't have anything else to show. Like in the other room over there, there's a half bath, like that we have just to the suite, thankfully, and also my dresser, which doesn't really have a place in this room. Like, where would you put it? If you have any ideas, comment down below, because sometimes it's just hard. Like, I don't want to wake up my other roommate, so it's awkward to like go in there sometimes. But yeah, I keep my towel in the bathroom because there's a towel rack and stuff, and like, overall, it's been good. It's been good this term. We're thriving. Alright, so I posted on the YouTube community tab earlier and asked you guys to like send me questions or like send me things you wanted to know about the dorms and just from this dorm tour, and I'll answer some of those questions right now. So the first question is from Everything Emma. She's a 23. I'll link her reaction. It's amazing. I saw it the other day when it popped up in my recommended, and she asks, do the dorms vary in quality in terms of heat/AC, space, windows, and bathrooms? So first of all, I will say that not many of the dorms have air conditioning in the first place. There's only 2 clusters that do, and like, yeah, honestly, it's not really needed. Just get really big fans and like have them running throughout the night and you're fine. So as for space, you can judge my room however. And also I want to mention that like, if you guys saw Hannah like Science's dorm tour, that's a little bit of a perspective into what our older dorms look like. They're not bad at all. And my room is a pretty mid-range dorm. Then there's like clusters like the 2 that have air conditioning that are basically like hotels. But every dorm has its quirks and like different like advantages and disadvantages. So yeah, like I think you're gonna have a good experience regardless, so don't worry so much about that. Mine is not a dorm that has like air conditioning in it, but we do have a solid amount of space and also a half bath, so like a toilet/sink in our dorm suite. Alright, Cecilia asked for dorm must-haves. 1, an electric kettle instead of a microwave. It takes up so much less space, and I don't think a microwave is allowed in our dorm specifically. I don't exactly remember. The point is, I've never needed one. A kettle can really do anything that you want it to. It can make you coffee, just pour it in a cup and like add some instant coffee in there. It can make you tea. You can pour it into some cup noodles, and there's dinner, or something like that. The point is, a kettle really is all you need, and it saves a lot of space. So yes, very much recommend getting an electric kettle. Get instant coffee and dry creamer. I explained that earlier, but it's too far to walk and get coffee sometimes, especially if you're staying up until like 3 a.m. grinding. A lot of the places that do serve coffee close at like 2 a.m., 1:30 or something like that. So once you get past that 2 a.m. mark and you really need coffee, you're kind of out of luck unless you have your own. So definitely get instant coffee. Number 3, like get clip-on lamps for your bed frame, get a desk lamp, get a Beretta filter because I love my filtered water and I am just overall suspicious of tap water in general. So highly recommend that. Get power strips, a Bluetooth speaker so you can just like dance around in your room and listen to music. Command hooks. Get command hooks. Command hooks are those hooks that attach to walls/doors and like you don't make damage in the wall. Like you don't have to like screw them on or anything. They just paste on and they can carry a solid amount of weight, and I really recommend them. Just like get as many as you can. I have a lot and I will probably be using all of them at some point or another. And lastly, get a steamer instead of an iron because you never know when you're gonna have wrinkly clothing, and it's honestly a pain to wait for like a iron to heat up and like find a place to like iron your clothing and everything because dorm rooms don't necessarily have all the space. So Ilhan asks, sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these names wrong by the way, would you recommend getting a roommate or just requesting a single? Roommate 100%. It's always super nice to have someone to talk to at the end of the day, just to like de-stress and like have casual conversation and stuff. In our building, only a few rooms are like best friends with their roommates, but it's nice to just have someone to like talk to at the end of the day to just like de-stress, and sometimes it's awesome to just like have someone to vent to and they have to listen because they live with you. But yeah, it's also nice to have someone to like check on you if you don't wake up until 4 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon, just to like make sure you're not dead. So that's very beneficial. And also it's nice to be able to host people in your room, like if you want to hang out and like watch a movie or play a board game or something like that. Having a room that can accommodate a lot of, well, not a lot of people, but like more than one person is really good for that. Alright, Sarayu Balanchandar asks, what's it like sharing a bathroom hygiene-wise? It can be rough sometimes, but like everyone gets used to it. So don't worry, honestly, just like take it as you go. You learn your tricks on how to cope with gross bathrooms, and yeah, it's just, I feel like it's a rite of passage in college to encounter gross bathrooms and deal with it. Alright, and finally, Priya asks, social culture of the dorms. I can't really say much about the other buildings because I obviously don't live in them and don't want to get stalked and say where I live, but I got lucky to be put in the building that's a little smaller and has a large common room and kitchen, and it's centralized, so like rather than having a building with like multiple common rooms, we just have one big one that everyone ends up going to, so you end up interacting with pretty much everyone in your building. I highly recommend choosing a dorm that's not like interest-based because the diversity of people within your building is just a lot more in that sense, because like in my building, for example, we have athletes, non-athletes, people who party until 3 a.m. on Saturday nights, and people that go to sleep at 10 p.m. on Friday nights. I'm interacting with all these different types of people, and it's just such a weird, well, not really a weird, but like a broad assortment of people that like can come together at the end of the day in the same building and just like chill together. We're all so different, but it's so great to me that we can like just end up in the common room and like have conversations at 3 a.m. and it doesn't really matter what our background is. Like, we all just end up interacting with each other regardless of that. So I genuinely believe I got the best dorm building and like the best dorm. So if you're a 23 and want to know where I live, you can hit me up and like ask. I also live very close to the library, so that's another plus, and I live next to like Dartmouth Hall and all of those buildings. Like a lot of the classrooms are very close to my dorm, and overall I just got really lucky with where I got placed. And I got worried at first because it was a smaller building and like all my friends seemed to like be living in other buildings and like were so far away from me, so I was worried about that, but I'm just like so thankful that I'm here now. So yeah, I really like the culture of my building. Like we all know each other and we run into each other, and just it's a nice vibe. Alright, so thank you for watching this dorm tour video, and hope it was informative. If you're coming to Dartmouth next year, hope it like gets you hyped or something, or like quells some fears or whatever. But point is, I am glad I was able to make this, especially from a guy's perspective, because I feel like that's not very common, and this is really just a realistic dorm tour. Like our room isn't particularly ornate and isn't like super well decorated or anything like that. It's not like a super cool room, but honestly, I'm really happy here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.